Hey there! So if you love Italian food as much as I do, whether you're craving a rich, meaty lasagna or a super cheesy, yummy ziti like my grandma used to make, or spaghetti and meatballs, pepperoni pizza, they're all so delicious, right? But let's face it, they're kind of fat, calorie, smart point bombs, high in carbs. So when you're trying to live a happy meets healthy lifestyle and you want to get to enjoy those great flavors all the time, we're going to need to find a cool substitution to satisfy your cravings. And I have a really amazing one to share with you today. My turkey pepperoni zucchini pizza boats. It sounds like a mouthful, but they take like 10 to 15 minutes to make, you guys. They're perfect for busy weeknights, and they're going to satisfy all of those Italian food cravings in a much lighter way. I'm going to share the recipe and the smart points below, and I'm going to show you how to make it today for two. You can absolutely make this just for one on a weeknight or for more of a crowd, and they're fantastic to meal prep ahead too. So stick around for the end of the video because I'm going to share my meal prep tips with you in case you want to make these ahead of time. So these are packed with protein from the turkey, but they still give you that great savory pepperoni, sauce, cheese mixture that you love in a much lighter package, and you don't have to even spiralize noodles or anything because we're just going to use whole zucchini for this dish. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is just prep a few really easy ingredients. We're going to start with some small zucchini, trim the ends off and cut them lengthwise, and then you're going to use a teaspoon just to scoop out a little bit of the center and the seeds to make them into kind of a boat shape. And by the way, I mean, what's more fun than food in boats, right? I love this recipe so much. You're going to need to mince up either some onion, or what I'm doing here is using a shallot. And when you're cooking for one or two, I love using shallots because they give you a mild onion crossed with garlic flavor, and they're small, so you don't need to cut into a whole onion if you only need a little bit. So now to cook the zucchini, we're going to take a small baking pan lined with foil, put them on there and coat them with a little bit of cooking spray, and just to slash prep time and make it really easy, we're going to use some garlic salt here for one-shot seasoning. So now the zucchini go into your oven or a toaster oven at 450 degrees, only for like 9 or 10 minutes. We don't want them totally mushy and cooked through. We want to keep them nice and tender and kind of meaty to the bite. And while those are roasting, we're going to prepare our turkey and our sauce. So to keep things really light, we're going to coat a non-stick pan with some cooking spray, and we'll add our minced shallot. Again, if you wanted, you could use some minced onion. You could even use pre-cut frozen onion if you wanted to here to really make things easy for yourself. And then we're going to add our lean ground turkey and stir to combine, and just cook that through until the turkey is no longer pink. Once the turkey and the shallot are all cooked all the way through, we're just gonna add some nice jarred marinara sauce. You can use your favorite brand, you could use sugar-free, you could use spicy, whatever you like. So that was so easy, right? We just made our stuffing, and now we're gonna check on our zucchini, and this is what we're looking for. Just lightly fork tender, and we'll take them out and I'll show you how to stuff them and top them. So we're gonna pack the filling in here with a spoon, just making sure that they're all nice and even. And then we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of part skim mozzarella on top. And now comes the fun part. You guys, I love cooking with turkey pepperoni. And if you haven't tried it, I really encourage you to. You can find it in the supermarket by the regular pepperoni, and it's like 70% less fat and calories, but it tastes just like the real thing. So what I'm doing here is just chopping it up, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on top. If you really were craving that pepperoni flavor, you could have cut up a little bit extra and mixed it in with the turkey and the sauce too to really pack that pepperoni punch. That's a lot of peas. So now that we've hit our zucchini boats with some pepperoni, we're just gonna pop them back in the oven or the toaster oven for like 2 to 3 minutes just to melt the cheese, no biggie. Okay, so back to our boats. Let's have some fun garnishing these. So I love to hit them with a little bit of finely grated Parmesan, and I use my microplane grater for that. You could hit them with some hot pepper flakes if you like things really spicy. And then, as you know, here at Happy Meets Healthy, we love using fresh herbs. So basil's a natural for this one. So we're just gonna top it with a little bit of chopped fresh basil. You could use oregano here too. Oh my gosh, can you guys see how yummy and delicious these are? I wish you could smell them. They're so amazing. The cheese is all melty and gooey. And the thing that's great about this, they're packed with protein from the turkey. You're still getting that hit of cheese, but you're keeping your calories and your fat low, but satisfying those Italian food cravings. All right, by the way, if you love easy recipes for one or two like this one, you've got to check out my healthier than takeout mushu pork for one or two video. It's so great. Instead of that greasy Chinese takeout, you can make that in about 15 to 20 minutes too. And you guys, that is it. Serve them with a little bit of extra marinara sauce. You can see how dense and rich and meaty, and the zucchini is not mushy or wet, so it holds together when you cut it up. So for all my meal preppers out there, it is an awesome idea to prep yourself for the week, whether it's for lunches or for dinner later in the week, or if you were having friends over. But here's what I would do with these zucchini boats. I would prep them all the way up to the part where they're stuffed and the cheese is on top, and then you could keep them in the fridge. But it's a good idea to bake them right before you're gonna serve them. You might have to bake them for about 5 minutes from cold in the fridge to heat through the turkey and to melt the cheese, but that way they're gonna be yummy and bubbly and really delicious when you make them ahead. So guys, I would love to hear from you. Are you into this whole like easy, fast dinner for one or two? It doesn't even have to be dinner, it could be lunch too for people that work from home or on the weekend. To me, cooking for one or two can be even more complicated sometimes because so many recipes serve 4 to 6 and I get a little tired of leftovers. So I would love it if you would let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more of these easy recipe videos for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time where happy meets healthy.